Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of our Readers Workshop lesson. I hope you had a lot of fun answering questions yesterday. I know I did because I learned so much from this text. I really like this book because it gives us so much information and I'm learning so much. And I've also enjoyed reading the questions you guys came up with when we were first doing that on Monday. So today we're going to practice the same skill as we did yesterday about answering questions because I really want us to continue practicing a new skill so that it becomes a little bit easier for us as we continue to practice. And pretty soon you're going to be experts at knowing how to answer questions, and this is a skill you're going to use for the rest of your learning career because everyone's going to ask us questions and we need to know how to answer them. And so again, yesterday's objective was readers answer questions by looking at the text so that we can better understand what we're reading. And it's really good when you're reading on your own, reading your own nonfiction books, to be able to know how to answer those questions because you're learning so many new things. And it's good to check to make sure you're really understanding what they're saying. And so yesterday I introduced to you guys the 3 steps that we're going to use to answer questions, and we're going to talk about that as well. But before we do that, we're going to read our text today. And as you can see, Ms. T is always going to be reading the main text, but also the text features because those are also really important. They give us more information, and it's really fun to look at pictures and to really see what the author is trying to teach us. So our teachers are going to be reading along and helping us answer questions as we do this as well. So here we go. What do they eat? And again, we're talking about how baby animals learn. That's their text this week. What do they eat? Animals need food and water to stay alive. They eat different kinds of food. Herbivores are animals that eat mainly plants. Herbivore mothers teach their babies how to find the right plants to eat. Carnivores are animals that eat other animals. Predators are carnivores that hunt the animals they eat. Omnivores eat both plants and other animals. I think that's what humans are. We eat both plants and other animals, right? Or some of us are. Animals need food and water. I'm looking at the text feature right here, and I'm going to look at this text feature right here. Moose are herbivores. This mother moose is showing her calves which plants to eat. The calves stopped nursing at 2 months of age. They now eat many kinds of fruits, flowering plants, weeds, and the fresh new leaves of trees. Wow, I love how this caption really explains what's happening in the photograph. Let's look at this scary photograph right here. This bobcat kitten is a predator. It has caught a chipmunk to eat. Turn the page to find out how predators learn to hunt. That's a sneak peek. Chimpanzees, or chimps, are omnivores. They eat fruit, leaves, seeds, flowers, honey, insects, and birds and their eggs. Chimpanzees will even hunt and eat small mammals, including monkeys and squirrels. Chimps are very smart mammals. They know how to use tools such as sticks and rocks. Chimpanzee mothers teach their babies how to use their fingers and thumbs to hold objects. This mother is teaching her baby how to grip with its thumb and fingers. Wow. Teachers, I don't know about you, but I feel like I got so much information and new information from reading this text. Maybe we can share some of our wow moments with what we read. Any teachers want to share something that they learned that was new to them?
Oh, we're not going to read the bobcat?
I think I read the bobcat. It's okay. It's always good to reread too, just in case. Ms. Hernandez, did you want to share?
Yes, I didn't realize that chimps use tools such as sticks and rocks. I wonder what they use them for.
And I love that you're already asking questions as a good reader. Awesome. Yeah, I'm curious about that too. Miss Akimowicz?
I didn't realize that moose were vegetarians. I thought they were omnivores, but I learned that they're just vegetarians.
Yeah, that was also something new for me too. How about Ms. Rosales? Did you have a new one too?
So I was looking at how the mother was trying to teach her child how to grip with the thumb. It made me think about my niece and nephew, how they had to grip a spoon.
Ooh, I love that text to self connection in our own real lives. We're just like these animals that have to learn from their mothers or parents. So I love that there's just so much that we're learning from this text. I love it. So we're going to go to our seesaw. And this is the teacher's questions that we are going to answer today. And again, our skill is to how to answer questions. And these are our 3 little steps. And you don't have to always do it this way. This is just one way that I was trying to think, when I'm asked to answer a question, how do I do it? And I just broke it down into 3 little steps to kind of help you understand how to do it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the question. What are the key words that stand out in that question? Then we're going to use those keywords in our second step and look back at the text to see if we can find those keywords. And we can find keywords in pictures and in words in the text. And then last, after we find the answers in our text, we write our answer in a complete sentence using those keywords, because that's how we know we made sure that we actually answered the question. Because sometimes Miss T is silly and I'm not careful and I answer the question so differently because I wasn't paying attention to what the question was asking. So that part really helps me make sure that I'm doing it correctly. And so let's use that step, and I'll leave this open just in case you want to see. For the first question, what do herbivores eat? And so let's look, teachers, what are the key words that stand out in this question for us to use to look back in the text? Ms. Hernandez?
I see the word herbivores, so that's what I have to look for in the text.
I love it, herbivores. So let's look back and see where in the text do we learn about herbivores? And teachers, when you find it, you can give me a thumbs up and I'll try to put my little arrow to the correct spot. Ms. Rosales?
In the main text on page 12, the 3rd line.
3rd line. Oh, I love how specific you were. 1, 2, 3, right here. Awesome. Herbivores are animals that eat mainly plants. Ooh, that does answer a question. So again, read it to yourself. We found the keywords in the text. Now we have to write it in a complete sentence using those keywords. So maybe, Ms. Akimowicz, can you think of a way to rewrite this sentence using our own words, our own keywords too?
Maybe we can write herbivores eat mostly plants.
Love it. And I love how she's using the keyword of herbivores, and I see Ms. Hernandez agreeing. And we also use the word eat, because that's the question it's asking us, what do they eat? Herbivores eat mostly plants. And we always capitalize our sentence, the beginning, the first letter in the word, and then we add a punctuation mark at the end. Awesome. So way to go. Here's our next question. What are 3 things that chimpanzees eat? So this one's a tricky one. I did on purpose. What are some key words we're going to use to help us look for the answers in the text? Miss Rosales?
So the number 3, the word chimpanzees, and the word eat.
Ooh, love it. And I love that you use the word 3, because if I answer only 2, am I really answering the question?
No.
No. So 3 is a keyword. We're looking for 3 things that chimpanzees eat. So let's go back to the text and let's see, can we find those 3 things that chimpanzees eat? Miss Akimowicz.
So on page 13,
Mm-hmm.
there's the text feature, the caption, I would guess, next to the picture of the chimp. And on the second line, it says they eat fruit, leaves, seeds, flowers, honey, insects, and birds and their eggs. So I know that's more than 3 things. So we can pick any 3.
I love that you mentioned that, and I did that on purpose so that there can be many different answers we find, but we are looking for 3 things. So it's any of the 3 things that are mentioned in that sentence. And I love how Ms. Akimowicz used the photograph to help her figure out where the answer was, and the text. And so that's why pictures and text really does help us answer questions. So let's go back to that sentence. And Ms. Hernandez, can you write that in a sentence for us?
Sure, we can say chimpanzees eat fruit, plants, and seeds.
Awesome. And if you can't remember, you can always go back to the text, because I was like, oh no, I didn't give Ms. Hernandez enough time to look at what I said.
Or flowers, leaves.
Yeah, I'll change plants to flowers.
Okay.
And that's okay to always go back and reread it. Fruit, flowers, and seeds. And I can't believe they eat eggs of other animals. That's crazy to me. But I guess that's what we do too. So, okay, our last question is, who teaches these baby animals what to eat? So what are our keywords again in this question. Ms. Rosales?
Who stands out? Because I'm trying to think, they're looking for a person or an animal in this case. Baby animals and eat.
Good. So we're looking for someone who, and it's these baby animals. So there's no specific animal we're talking about. So that might be a big hint. This might be a little bit hard to find the answer to because we're talking about all the baby animals and who teaches them what to eat. So eat is the next key word. So let's see if we go back to the text. Is there a pattern of who in each of these animal families, who teaches them what to eat? And when you guys find your answers, you can give me a thumbs up. Ms. Akimowicz?
Well, I know in the moose part of the book on page 12, it says that their mother moose is showing her calves.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the chimpanzee part, it says that the chimpanzee mother teaches their babies how to use their fingers, but the bobcat one doesn't, but I'm sure that they learn from their mothers as well. So I'm going to say that all of these animals learn how to eat from their mothers. So their mothers teach them how to eat or what to eat.
And I love how Ms. Akimowicz gave us text evidence, right? If you guys were to just tell me the answer and you didn't tell me where, I don't know if I would believe you, right? But I love that Ms. Akimowicz told me exactly which sentence she found her answer in and gave me more than one example, right? So that we see an actual pattern of the answer, so we know that that's true. So let's write that in a sentence. Ms. Hernandez, can you help me with the sentence?
Sure. Mother animals teach their babies what to eat.
Awesome, and I love that Ms. Hernandez used the keywords babies and eat, and then we answered the question of who. It's the mother animals. So awesome job, teachers. I'm so excited to see how you're going to answer the next question. So let me save this one, and we're going to go to your page because now it's your turn to try to answer these questions. And we're going to go to the next page to see what we're going to learn about. We are going to learn about how animals learn to hunt. So I'm going to read this a little slowly, and again, you can pause the video if you need to reread it, and I'll put the link onto the epic book that I'm getting this from so you can reread it again to help you find your answers. So here we go. Learning to hunt. Predators hunt prey. Prey are the animals they eat. Baby predators need to learn how to hunt so they can stay alive. Some, like the baby eels on the next page, know how to hunt on their own. Others hunt with their mothers, who teach them to catch their prey in different ways. Here, see a picture of this fox pouncing. These fox kits are hunting with their mother. They watch for prey and sniff the ground. When they find a mouse or rabbit, they pounce or jump quickly on top of it. The kit on the left has caught a mouse to eat. Let's go to I know, that's crazy. And let's look at this next text feature. This brown bear cub is learning how to catch fish. Its mother is nearby. Brown bears are omnivores that love fish. Whoa, look at that fish in his mouth.
Wow.
Lion cubs practice their hunting skills by wrestling with each other. The top cub is growling to seem more scary. Ooh, he kind of looks kind of cute though, not gonna lie. These twin baby eels are fish that hunt other fish. They wait for fish to swim close to their underwater hole. Wow. So we read a lot of information here. I'm sure our teachers got some new information that they didn't know about either. And let's go to the questions that we're going to ask you to answer. There's going to be 3. First question is, what are prey? Second question, how do lion cubs practice hunting? Last question, how do fox kits catch their prey? And again, readers, we want you to use this skill by practicing how to read the question and ask yourself, what are the keywords? Look back at the text for those keywords, either using the pictures or the text, and then write your answer in a complete sentence using the keywords that you found. So we're so excited to see you try your best to answer these questions. And of course, like Ms. Rosales always reminds me, you can always use prior knowledge to help you answer these questions because we know you come in with a lot of good information already. So we're so excited to see what you're going to come up with. Thank you for joining us today. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.